Hey there folks, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, the rights man expansion as Austria. And our name has gotten, well, large in girth. Anyway, so in the last episode we declared war on Naples, and I took a pause for the cause to see, just to double check, we've broken our alliance with Burgundy because they have, well, what is it, 17 imperial provinces? And that just won't do. That just won't do. But I took a minute to look up the imperial ban casus belli and see if I remembered it right. And I did. You can't actually take provinces that aren't within the empire, which would be problematic merely because Bourgogne is not in the Empire, and unless I want to vassalize Lorraine, I would not have a land bridge to Barrois. I guess I could try to take the lands up here, such as Holland, Zeeland. I can't take Gelderland because I want to release that as a free state, and yeah, that's kind of deals with the rest of it too. Now, if I did declare an imperial ban casus war, I could free, what, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5. Click on this, freezing. 6. Potentially more. Potentially more. At least 6. I could give these back to other countries. I could give this to... I guess I'd probably give this to Munster, this to Trier. Something like that. 6, 8, 9. 9 provinces would be, I mean, that would bring them down to only controlling 8. So that would basically cut the price in half, right? We would then be losing only 0.04 authority. Yeah, and see, then the thing is, though, each of these that we released would be a heretic. So it would also increase our, so +3 would have us up to 0.05. Okay, so 0.06 that would bring us up. So then minus 0.03. So yeah, we would still be making very, very little in way of imperial authority per month. Alternatively, I can declare a conquest casus belli, and I can take Franche-Comté, Bourgogne, and presumably Barrois. Now, the worrisome part of this is Bourgogne is their capital. They only have 2 provinces, which do not which are not part of the empire. To be fair, Nevers is probably where their capital would go, even though I assume, maybe not. I was going to say I assume it's not the highest development among provinces they own, but I mean, it's close enough. Like Liège has 26, but that's not massively more, and I mean, presumably they wouldn't have that anyway. So yeah, because if they became part of the empire and then we had some of their claims, you see, that would be an issue, or some of their cores rather. Just for them voting for things and for them, well, mostly voting for things, yeah, for them being happy with us. Very interesting, this. The reason it matters is just imperial ban reduces cost. It doesn't reduce aggressive expansion, note. So we are still going to make people very angry at us for anything we do take. So if I declare this an Imperial Ban War, I won't be able to get a claim on like Barrois. Alright, well I would be taking Barrois if I declare conquest, right? So that would mean I could get a claim on Rethel and on Luxembourg if I did that. Okay, alternatively I can take Franche-Comté in this war, in the Imperial Ban War, and get a claim on Bourgogne. Claim on Bourgogne and return cores to the Empire. Liberate 3 countries. I had decided I would declare an Imperial or a conquest war, but the more I think about it, the more it may actually just be better. It may actually just be better to declare the Imperial Ban War here. Does anyone have claim or cores up here? Gelderland here. Maybe Gelderland we release, unless we want to release the Netherlands. Which probably not, because they'd be really pissy. Really pissy. Oh, yeah, let's see. Probably not worth it. Yeah, I think we give Berg back to Trier. We give Cleves back to Münster. It's terrible that we can't release that nation anymore. It kind of sucks, but you know, we've lost quite a few cores through here. Yeah, I kind of think that's the war we fight. Note that Aragon, we already have in our war with Naples, so the only people defending them will be Magdeburg. And I don't think anyone else can join in. Damn it. Wait, no, because Aragon won't be fighting with us. So it will just be one great power against another great power. And I don't think that anyone else can join in at that point. I don't think another great power can jump in. I don't remember how that works exactly. But yeah, alright. I'm willing to give that a shot. We declare the Imperial Ban. We're looking to return cores up here, release 3 nations, and take Franche-Comté for ourselves. So again, that will be 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, 9 provinces, like we discussed before. Yeah. It seems like a plan. Whether it's the right plan or not, who can say? But it's an plan. Alright, let's check the ledger one more again. Austria is basically 180k. Oh, right, Burgundy has crap for an army. Yeah, 26,000 troops. No, it's not a thing. Right, Magdeburg. Oh, right. Yes, and then when we fight you, we can make you spit out Lüneburg, who will immediately get eaten by someone, but still. I might even want to give Brandenburg back Ruppen, so at some point they can converge. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. Magdeburg, you're allied with whom? Hesse. I have no reason to want to war with Hesse. So, yeah. Imperial Ban. Let's take Franche-Comté. No one will join. Would be called into multiple wars. Aragon would destabilize. Called into multiple wars, yeah. Well, fair enough. Confirm. Alright. Alright, so just double check. This is Holy Roman Reclamation. Alright, Verden's my vassal. I had almost forgotten. Alright, I should probably put a leader with a siege pip here. You, I guess, can head up that-a-way. You, I believe, you're heading for Wurzburg. Now Magdeburg is gonna just kind of give the business to my vassal up here, which is not ideal. But it's fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, Ulm hates people. Wait, Ulm hates people? Right, yeah. I have no idea what was going through my head there. Something about free cities not having rivals, which is dumb. It's been a few days since I last played this. Let's see. Yeah, we're still spying on Burgundy. Yeah, we could probably come back from Russia, because, man, do they love us. Man, do they ever love us. Right, I've got all the claims I need there. Aragon. Yeah, they like us an awful lot. Out of curiosity. Right, it's going to be a month before we can head back there. Let's improve with... Sure, let's improve with Bavaria. I don't really have any reason to want to move there. Good to stay here and loot. Seems fairly safe. Yeah, Burgundy's going to be going kind of crazy with mercenaries, excuse me. And that's going to be okay. Actually, it looks like Magdeburg is just going to be trying to siege down our meaningless provinces, which, well, works for me. A firm hand. The proper application of pressure and levers has enabled us to squeeze a little more out of our vassals. Good. That's what they're there for. They may not like it, but they're the servants and we are the masters. They may have finally gotten the message for now. What's yours is mine. Income from vassals 25%. This is 10 years worth. And double the vassal force limit contribution. Well, hell now. Looks like that has made basically no difference whatsoever. Force limit. From Verdun we get 2 whole force limit. 2. Fair enough. Still though, I mean, I'm glad to have it. Also, they're paying us an amount of money. Spoils of war. Alright, Bourgogne is... Actually, Wurzburg is paying us more. I guess we've got a slightly larger army there. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, Wurzburg really likes us. Let's wander that way and we'll crush their army on the way. Because why not? Here we go. We've converted sculpture. Yes, we do now control the province. And... am I okay just sending my army across the land? Maybe I'll be there to share the land? Maybe I'll be there to hold your hand? Anyway. There's like basically this many troops that Burgundy has. Yeah, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Now Burgundy has some offensive modifiers in their national ideas, morale, discipline. I thought they had, and plus manpower. So yeah, I thought they had 3. I guess they do. They've got offensive, so they've got some more discipline. Yeah, they may be somewhat impressive. Did they have a policy? No. Alright. Well. Looks like they're going to try to join everything together up there. I assume Verdun got their army crushed. Why wouldn't they? 3-2. Alright, maybe not. Oh, they were down here, weren't they? Yes. Well then, that's cute. By cute, I mean not that. Cute, I mean not that. Anyway, decline of the merchant classes. Lose 10 influence. Well, that's not necessarily a terrible thing. Or growth of the putting out system. That's well. It's well titled. I mean, if there's something you want to trade. Anyway. Rival on the Ottomans. They can warrificate us again. That's somewhat disconcerting, but I think we're fine. Mostly fine. Verdun's trying to blockade. They've got Antwerp blockaded, so that's a thing. Wait, yeah. Look at them go. Look at Verdun go. Being a helpful vassal, and they said it was impossible. Impossible. Anyway, head down that way. You. Get you to Picardy or Flanders, Gelderland. Look, somewhere, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, head for Picardy. Good old Gene Luck Pickard. Wait, no. That's something else entirely. The Burgundy's really trying to solidify their army here. Hesse, what did you take? He took this from Brunswick, which is problematic. Wait, no, they ate Brunswick. They ate Brunswick. Well, in that case, I was gonna say that's problematic because I'd rather they just gave this back to Oldenburg, but in fact, it kind of just like for one or the other of them to exist. I don't care which. Either way. As it turns out, I would rather be at war with Hesse than not. Damn it, Magdeburg. I should have co-belligerented them. Oh well. At some point, I can come back from one of these various places. September? Really? I expect to be done in September? Alright. I will put that to the test. Alright, Hamburg here is not actually particularly well set up for us to defend in it, but okay. For fracking out loud. Oh well. Hey, we killed a cannon. I assume that's a Merc cannon, but for their sake, I hope it's not. Really shouldn't be hiring Mercs, or Merc cannons rather, unless they really don't have a choice, an option. There we go. I can say words. Should I hoof it over there? How far ahead are we in military tech? I know we've got a military idea, but 2, 4, 6, 8. Not that big of a deal. How long to get there this way? The 2nd of August. And this one away. Shaves off 4 days? Because this fight will start on the 20th. So they won't quite be within a week, but I think it will still behoove us. Oh my, this is... Ooh. More combat ability for our cannons. Well, that's a big deal. Also, the -2 is not great. However, our massive amount of discipline. Right, because we have a commandant. Yes, indeed. Plus our government. Yes. Oh, Magdeburg, their leader's not bad, but I do not have wonderful combat modifiers. It must be said. Alright, yeah, all of our cannons. So we've pretty much got a full width. Close to it anyway. Alright. These guys are gonna go something like that. Do you have... You do. Alright. Head to Magdeburg. Leave behind one army. Actually, I tell you what. Let's just... You go there, split. One of you go there, and we'll just siege down all of Magdeburg while we have the opportunity. You can go join up there. I guess you head to Gelderland. We may run into our good friends Burgundy along the way, but that will be fine. Will be. It's not... Even if I try to be Mr. Ed, that doesn't quite work. Where exactly they ran off to. And by they, I mean Magdeburg. Looks like Burgundy's hanging out in Zealand. They're managing to amass quite the army, to be fair. Nevers has fallen. Never say nevers, as it turns out. Luneburg is fallen. Let's see. Yeah, no, alright. We'll just worry about looting there, I think. Gelderland was also blockaded. They managed to take care of the forts. I'm impressed. Impressed and surprised. Suppressed? Help, I'm being repressed. See the violence inherent in the system, etc., etc. Alright, where? Oh, where? There, oh, there. Actually, they've got quite a sizable army wandering about. Going for a walkabout, if you will. I could go blockade. Would speed things up considerably. Looks like Aragon's trying to. What if? Alright, never mind. What if nothing? What if nothing? Alright. Lawful territory. Gonna have to ask you to give that back. Now, which province specifically do I want them to give back? So if I ask them to give back Brunswick, they can easily eat that again. Now, Oldenburg, they don't have core on. Right, they have cores on... Oh, they don't have a core on Hoya. Or on Paderborn. Okay, but they do on Brunswick. Alright, so I don't want to give them back Brunswick. Let's give them back... it's landlocked and... Ugh, I say. Alright, yeah, let's do Hoya. And don't like the odds of Brunswick lasting for long, but you know. They're there now. They're there now. And that's what really matters. No, that's not actually what matters at all. Alright, there's Wurzburg. Laws come under our control. Is it infantry? No, it's a cannon. Let's see if we can kill that cannon, shall we? On general principles. Manpower is doing quite well presently, which I happen to be a fan of. Turn the other cheek, yeah, that's all a little bit unfortunate, but allow it. Alright, here comes Russia. Russia's definitely going to help us out. Note that Russia probably won't actually help us out much. Oh, having well connected means we can get... Okay, means we can get a guy out of this. Interesting. So, Parma could get local defensiveness until the end of the game, or we can gain a military engineer. Or we can get a level 2 military engineer for 50% off. Well, as it turns out, I'll just take the only thing that actually helps me at all. Oh, that plus 25 is going to come in very handy. 42-day sieges. Have fun with that. There we go. Picardy has fallen. Something something Mon Capitan. Something something Q. I know my references. Anyway. I have no idea where Russia's heading. I assumed Vlaanderen. Maybe trying to get to Holland, to be fair. Anyway. Likewise, yeah, they're just trying to head straight for Vienna, I assume. Which, I guess you can't blame them too much. Unless they're trying to run around. Trying to give us the runaround. All the way to Magdeburg, but... I mean, if that's it, then... You know, good on you, mate. Good on you. And yeah, they're definitely not keen. I wonder. I'm debating threatening war on Friesland, coring this, adding it to the Empire, which East Frisia is not part of the HRE, amazingly enough. And then giving it back to East Frisia just to have another province, but I don't really think I want to do that. What's an allied? Brunswick. Good, good. Brunswick needs allies. As many as they can get. There we go. Antwerp has fallen. That makes me quite happy. Zealand is not a fort, right? Indeed. Indeed. Still, we need to get to Holland. Alright, let's take a look here at what I want. Alright, I want Berg to go to Trier. I want Cleves to go to Münster. Interesting, yeah, so I can make a lot of stuff happen here. New Zealand could go to Utrecht. That's very interesting. Okay, released nations. Gelderland. These cats. Liège. They would do that. They would do that right now. I still want to do a separate piece with, which AE are we talking here? A manageable amount. I mean, a decent amount, but manageable. Of course, we can't take Bourgogne. Could we take Barrois? I could. I could take Barrois. Okay then. Okay then. That opens up new possibilities. That opens up my eyes and the world. Alright, well, with this wonderful revelation, I think it's time to take a break. I hope to see you back in the next episode where we come closer to actually taking all that land we just looked at. It'll be fun.